mindset. I just wanted to make this video about mindset and the practice of it. I was having this conversation. I've been having this conversation a lot lately about mindsets. And I know that it's a battle sometimes just to keep it purely positive, especially when if you have negative people around you or negative conversations that make it harder to keep a good mindset. And it's just been on my mind so much. And by the way, I'm Fat Jamaica on Anchor Podcast. That's where I go and just bare my soul. But I wanted to talk just for a minute and then I'm going to sleep. Like about mindsets. This just keep coming up. When it comes to mindsets, it's a thing that needs to be practiced. And in order, I think, to obtain and keep a consistent, healthy mindset, you have to consistently practice it. It take practice to just to have a consistent mindset that's positive. And one of the ways I practice it, I'll say, is if I'm getting negative energy in, and then it starts to, well, instead of saying negative energy, let's just say negative conversations. I'll cut them off. I don't want to talk about negative stuff. That's not going to make me feel good or hinder me from prosperity. I want to talk about things that's going to help me prosper and give me good thoughts and ideas. Those are the conversations that I want to have. That's the mindset I'm in. Prosperity, wealth, righteousness. And so the perfect example is, well, I ain't going to use that conversation that me and that person had, but I want to speak on it briefly. I was saying, in order to have a good mindset and to help control your mindset, you have to control what you hear. Be picky about what your ears hear. Because all this gonna come into play with your behavior, how you change your behavior too. So a perfect example for me is, I want to say this. I went and got ready to go to the park to jog, and I was so excited because like that's what I like to do. And then I don't know, I'm trying to lose weight. I always feel like I'm trying to do that. But anyway, I had like missed maybe a week. Anyway, I missed time jogging and exercising in the park. So this particular day, me and two of my daughters was like, oh, we going? And I'm like, yeah, I want to go with y'all, whatever. So we get up and go. I'm so excited. I put on my favorite shoes that's not good for cold weather. They only good for the summertime. I don't even know. Y'all know those ventilated shoes with the air in them, all the holes in them or whatever. It's freezing cold outside, and I put those on. And what was so crazy about it, I stopped at the door and looked at my actual tennis shoes, a pair, but I was having one of my moments. Like, it's a little cheap pair of tennis shoes, and I was looking at them like, I really didn't. I went into a whole nother thought process about those shoes. But those would have been the best shoes to put on that day. My feet wouldn't have been wet, and they would have been warm. So anyway, I got mad about some other stuff, looking at the shoes, and was like, I'm not putting them shoes on today. And oh my God, I looked like Punky Brewster, which I keep a Punky Brewster vibe anyway. But anyway, so I put these thin shoes on, not thinking about it while we in the car. We get there. I'm so motivated. I'm talking to myself. I'm so excited to get out here. And I'm thinking about, okay, yes, I'm amped up. I'm pumped up. Okay, so we get out there, we start walking. I'm not even like half a block in, and I notice my feet are freezing. My toes feel like they about to fall off my feet. So I instantly thought about, oh my God, I'm gonna have to quit. And I was thinking, damn, I really wanted to be out here. Like, this is important to me, and I'm gonna have to quit. And then my thoughts were just bombarded with just thoughts of quitting and how cold my feet were, and my toes was freezing. This all my mind kept thinking. And I was like, dang, I came this far to turn around. And I was like, I don't think I'm gonna make it though. My feet hurt so bad. It's so cold. It felt like I was walking barefoot on the ground. And so I was so determined. I was like, okay, I'm gonna try. And then every time I said something positive to myself, something negative was said. So if I said I'm gonna try, no, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna keep going. Then something was like, oh, but your feet, it's so cold. I'm freezing. Like those thoughts was just coming. And then I said, of the higher consciousness of me said, well, as you walk, your feet gonna warm up, your entire body gonna get warm. So you'll be okay. Just don't put these shoes on no more coming out in the wintertime. So I took that particular thought right there, and I was like, that's true. And I elevated that thought. And how I elevated that thought, because after I thought that, okay, as I'm walking, my blood gonna warm up and I'm gonna become warm, and that probably be out of my head. So I said, oh, walk faster. So I started to walk faster. Put a little jog in there, move your arms, get it going. You know what I'm saying? Get that out your head. And I started putting those thoughts in my head. Okay, go ahead, put a little warm your body up, stretched. We had already stretched and everything. Okay, go faster. Okay, run a little bit. And I did that. And before I knew it, like I was trying not to lose them, but I was getting further and further away from them. The distance between us. It was like a block now. I started like jogging. I'm a block away from them. Then before I knew it, I'm a block and a half. And then I stalled and just stood in place and ran. By the time, do you know that my body was warm just from maybe it wasn't even a block from where my mind went from freezing and feeling like I'm literally walking barefoot on the ground and that I'm not going to be able to do it. Go sit in the car and don't ruin they walk. To feeling all of my toes like I literally was talking to my body and my blood. I was like, okay, blood, warm my feet, please. Like I was just, well, I wasn't even so much saying please, but I was putting the action with it. But I was talking to my body. I was like, I need to be warm. I need to walk this track. I need this exercise. This is good for me. Just talking to my body. And then I remember as I'm going around, it wasn't a track, but whatever. I'm just say track. It wasn't a track. As I was going around the area, and I made it like to the top. By the time I made it to the other side, I was so motivated. They was out of sight, out of mind. I didn't even know where they were. I looked back to see if I saw them, and I didn't see them nowhere. I was just gone, and I was encouraging myself. And before I know it, I had like a whole motivation moment of just encouraging myself. I was like telling myself, oh boy, I should have recorded that. It was that good. I was like, I am good. I am great. Like just everything good that I could tell myself. And and my body was so warm. It's like that was out of sight, out of mind when I first started. How cold my feet were, how numb my feet were, and my toes, and I thought I wasn't gonna make it. By the time I made it to the other side, I was so warm. My feet was warm, and I was. By the time I had talked in my head so much that I started verbally just telling myself, like, nah, you could do this. You great. You smart. You intelligent. Like just telling myself everything good about myself. By the time I made it to the other side, boy, I was amped. I was looking for them because I'm ready to go some more. I went around another area, job around another area. But this is the funny part. So I had went around, and everything, completed my miles. I was so excited, so motivated. So when I got back to the car, I'm calling like looking for them. They done got lost. I don't know what they was doing. They got lost. But anyway, I remember being so happy and proud of myself because I used to get up. I was getting up every morning and going around to the park around the corner from my house and like around 5 or 6 a.m., something like that. I think I would make sure it's closer to where I could see a little bit. And that's what I would do, run the track, walk the track, and jog the track. But I could never fully jog the track. And I remember there was a goal of mine. So to be able to get out there now and to be able to jog, all the way around. And then something else motivated me when I was done. I saw a young lady that was running full speed. I was like, oh yeah, I like that. That's next for me. I'm gonna be able to run in full speed. But the whole point of that, me saying that, I never could. When I get on here, I never could tell the story like I want to tell it, but whatever. The mindset, how I was able to change my mindset. My mindset went from discouraged and defeat to like go sit in the car. Like basically forget that. It's freezing out here. I'm not gonna be able to do this. To one encouraging thing changing everything. Me thinking that thought. Well, just walk faster and see if your blood warm up. See if everything warm up. And I started to feel everything just come to life. Everything got warm. And when I made it to the other side, I was like so happy. I was like, wow, I stuck with it. And look what happened. So basically, just saying when you change your mindset and you change your mindset by what you listen to and what you listen to and change your behavior. I practice this thing called life because I want to be better. I will be better. I am better. I know I'm better. It's certain things that make me know I'm better. A lot of things that occur in life that make me know I'm better. So that's what I practice. A healthy mindset. I got goals, even at 43. So I'm sleepy actually, but that's just been on my mind to just talk about that. I'm going to talk about it on my podcast on Anchor, Fat Jamaica. Practice a healthy mindset. And I'm out.